Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm Miss Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It will not resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with, before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up so you don't miss the next upload. Hey, 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 how are you guys today? Welcome. I have your messages for today. On the as above, so below, we have use and tell, as well as you can ask any here as well, anything here, again and again and after. So that cycle is still here, but they want me to use this information to tell you something, let you know something. Maybe you are already aware, but it's also to bring a synchronicity to you in this energy as well, or also to raise a red flag for you in the energy as well. So yeah, let's talk about it, you guys. Things that you can't get into. So something here you might not be able to get into. Also, abandonment is in this energy as well. The ladybug, okay? So you got dots and spots and different things on you right now. So you might be spotting the truth. You might be missing the truth, but you also might be missing the red flags as well. And also with her face being yellow, it might be also cautioning you here in this energy. There's some information that you might be missing here with these abandonment issues here. Also, it could be abandoned the relationship, abandonment as a child, childhood wounding as well. Stop being the go-to person for someone you can't go to. Okay, with the snail. So it's a snail space here. We have a ladybug and a snail. So we got something that's really moving in a slow pace as well. But also with the ladybug here, it lets me know that you can fly off at any point that you get ready to. You're not stuck in this situation because you have wings. You can fly like the ladybug, right? She is a bug, but she does fly. So yes, that's what it's talking about. So you want me to use this, tell you some information here. Also, somebody here is, this energy might be a little bit toxic in the energy with this guy tied to his car, chained to his car, some way, shape, or form. It's the night of hazards. And hazards talk about wealth and money and prosperity and property in the energy. So yeah, that's what they're talking about there under the hazards. Under the hazards. I really like this deck, you guys. So under this hazard, under this is ambitious material possession. So you might be, harping over a car, something like that. Entrepreneur here as well. So this might be a businessman tied to his job, tied to a situation here. For a minute, the Knight of Hazards is a real go-getter. His work, he works hard and lives hard, but in the end, he pursues a material possession. But in the end, his pursuit of material possessions has resulted in disaster. The Knight of Hazards warns us of reevaluating what's important and what's expendable. He works hard for what he wants, but was he getting what he needed? So you got to learn the difference between a need and a want in this energy. So that's what they're talking about. So he's very ambitious about his job. Like I said, he might be tied to his job, tied to a situation, person, place, or thing. Okay. So with him tied to his job, he might be tied to a leasing contract to a car. He might be tied to a contract that has a deadline. Like I said earlier, this month of Libra is about ethics, principle, law, okay? Law and justice is in this energy. So yeah, that's what we're working with. Also, your morals, your values, things that you know value in yourself, putting things before yourself, putting the horse before the cart, that type of thing, or you know carrying the weight of the world on your head, on your shoulders, in this energy. But it's also telling me that you're getting signs and synchronicities with the stop sign there, telling me that, and that you're definitely getting signs and synchronicities here. But also with this here, you are juggling kind of sort of to me with the one of needles. So it's kind of like this is like a one in a million, one in a lifetime type of situation here. You might not meet this type of person all the time. Okay, with this type of situation, being able to balance things with the needles here. I don't read these cards as they are designed, but I read them intuitively. And with him on this little unicycle, it's almost like a circus act that this person is going through. Like he's, you know, seeming like everything is going the way he wants it, and he's driving along fine on his unicycle, but it's kind of like top heavy to me. You know, he's a little heavy here, and this thing is like really small and tiny, so any influx in the situation, it'll be off balance, because it's not, you know, even though this little thing is made for that, but it might have a, you know, weight capacity on it that might he might exceed here. Okay, so something here is not weighing out, meaning in situations, meaning in circumstance, maybe in jobs, maybe in institutions, maybe in a marriage, maybe in a relationship, maybe like they said, entrepreneurship, meaning, you know, in business, finances, accounting, you know, those types of jobs, IT, you know, those things like that. Okay, that's what it's talking about there. So yeah, let me talk to you really quick about these needles. So this is, they're saying that this is a nightmare here. This is your living nightmare, the worst fear. This is showing up when you are feeling dread. Muster your courage and face your fears. You must just find the clown with the tear away face, and it's not as scary as in the daylight. Okay, so it also talks about, has your confidence been dealt a blow recently? If you're feeling low, you may be your own biggest bully. Start focusing on your positive qualities instead of fixating on perceived negative ones. A shift in perspective is what's needed to get you out of despair here. Okay, that's what it's talking about. Juggling. I told you it was something to the, it's like a needle, you know, you carrying the weight of the world. You just, it's unbalanced. It's an influx here, like I said from the start. And then we have the candle. So yeah, it's dark. You're trying to light a path in the night with this candle here. But as it turns out, we with the passion that we like for things, it's strong, but it's also weak. It's dim in a dark place. Okay, it's very dim in a dark place. The candle is full of inspiration, creativity, and energy. Your ideas are on fire. Now is the perfect time to start a new project. Big opportunities are coming your way. Embrace them with positive enthusiasm, and who knows how far they could take you. Okay. Also, in this energy, it talks about if you are feeling frustrated, but life seems to have gone off the rail, it may be time to backtrack a little and figure out what went wrong. When you set things straight, it will be easier to regain forward momentum. Onward and on, forward and on. We're moving forward. Okay, we're moving forward like our forefathers. We're moving forward. Even though it might take some time, might have to make some statutes and limitations or whatever the case may be, but we're going to get to where we need to go, okay? We're going to take a look at it and see. Okay, so let's talk about it here, okay? We have your energy. Under the A, we have field of storms. So like they told us, coming into the energy, you know, we might be carrying a little bit too much in the past. We might have been carrying a little bit more than we could chew here, or taking it on more than we could chew here with the storm fields. Something is of chaos is coming your way. And with these dust storms, it could be something like tornadoes, hurricanes, that type of thing coming in with these dust storms. I don't know where we are here. I don't even know if we're still in hurricane season. But it's calling on a storm here. It's definitely calling on a storm with the storm fields here. So that might also be some type of chaos in somebody's life, relationship, or circumstance right now. It just might be just a little bit too much for somebody to carry or handle right now, along with their job, along with deadlines, along with contracts, or getting things done in business. Somebody might also be running into some type of tax problem in this energy, where you might have been not with the job and entrepreneurship. A lot comes with that, a lot of finance, a lot of different, you know, tax brackets, different write-off or exemptions or things like that in it. So you might be playing roulette with that type of stuff right now. You might be juggling like, nah, I'm not gonna pay this year, but I'm gonna pay next year. But it's calling, like, if you using like Cash App or those type of credit cards, they're going to start sending you a 1099 for over $600. I'm not sure if that's where you are, but if it was just something that, you know, they're going to start doing, but that's what I'm getting. They're going to start charging, you know, 1099s. Maybe you're the one that's been making too much money and they now sending you the 1099 to pay the taxes on something. So there's some tax invasion here. Somebody is going down for tax invasion or something here. I don't know, somebody might be getting audited here. The reason why they're talking about this, okay, I don't know why they're talking about that. Something spark, something here with the spark in the present here, in the present position. 9 might resonate with you. 34 might resonate with you under the spark. Also, 36 with the commitment. So they're committed to this situation. It could be a situation. Somebody could have started a new relationship here. They left one storm and sparked a new flame in a new situation with a new lover, with options here, with a new lover here, okay, in this energy with the butterfly and the transformation. So somebody might have transformed into something else. With the commitment here, there is love here with the hearts all up and down there, hearts. Cupid is shooting his arrow in this energy. It's all about a matter of you know, it's like a hand ceremony. Y'all guys are holding hands. Y'all meeting in the middle, holding hands in this commitment toward the future. Okay. The rescuer is in the energy here. The rescuer, somebody needs rescuing in this storm field. Somebody also might need some protection. So if your house goes up, make sure you're not in there. If you hear the storm coming, make sure you get out before it comes or lands, or don't think that your house can't be hit, because a storm has no set compass or no set destination where it's going to be. It could change direction at any time. The wind can go in a different direction and come straight for your home or where you are. Your car is not safe. None of that stuff is safe. That is material. So, you know, we can't take all that stuff with us. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that yourself, not any material, I mean, maybe your ID, maybe your credit cards or something like that that you need, that you can access money. Maybe you get a hotel or something if your home is not standing any longer, you know what I mean, under the rescue. Or you might even get somebody found underneath some rubble here with the rescue. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. Keep the rescued one needy. So when you rescue this person, they're gonna be needy. I need help. I'm sick. I can't do it. Can I come live with you? And it don't even necessarily have to be a person that got in a storm. The storm could be a relationship storm. A storm in which a lover, a booty call, a hookup, a mistress, a harlot, a Jezebel, or a rebel, a friends with benefits type of situation has infiltrated your life here with this storm and brought this So when you take on other people's neediness, you bring on their storm too. You bring on their, baggage, excess baggage with them. Okay, it comes right with them. And this also is an addict in this energy. So somebody also is addicted to something. It could be perversion. It could be lust and temptation. It also could be drugs, alcohol, sex, rock and roll. It also could be, a sickness for some type of weird fetish. Okay, in the energy under the spark. The spark is an addict here. The spark, anything can spark this person. They got an addictive personality here. Any small amount of drugs, alcohol, weed, old coke habits, old, meth habits, old PCP habits, old, habits that are hard to die, old alcoholism habits. And all it takes is a spark, okay, to start that back up. Okay, so just because they, seem strong enough to be able to handle, having a few drinks, don't push it, because you might open up a can of worms that you might not be ready to. Like tied to this situation here, tied might get your car in an accident, messing around with an addict. They might snatch your wheel while you're driving. You might get into a car fight in the car, trying to keep the person from wrecking your car and end up wrecking it, because this person is reckless. Okay, reckless and ruthless. Okay, that's what it's talking about. An addict. They doing the push and you doing the pull, or they doing the pull and you doing the push. Okay, they doing the push and pull with you. Okay, help you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. It's going to try to show you, but sometimes people keep their addictive personalities hidden, and you don't know until way down the line, when you way too deep in it. Okay, way too deep in it. Okay, so let's talk about on the commitment. There is a guide here. Your spirit guides are here guiding you through this commitment, or to this commitment. Okay, represents the natural or the nature of the divine in the life and in yourself. So in life and in yourself. Okay, so it talks about places, financial gain, and control over imparting spiritual insight. So that's talking about, you're going to put financial gain. I got to get rich or die trying type of energy. I got to get this money. I got to get this bread, get this head, and leave. Okay, peace out. I don't work jobs. I am a job. Ain't that what she tell us? That's what Sweetie said. That's what Sweetie tell you. Now, I don't know, this is the type of person, like I told you, I don't know who these people is. They could be mistresses, hookups, booty calls, just bell spirits. It could just be that, hottie with a body, baddie. I'm a bad bee. I'm bad bee, okay? Whatever that is. Whatever that stands for you. Putting false idols in your energy. And idolizing something like an entertainer, or something like that. They're false idols. Okay, that's what it's talking about. Somebody that, we got a guide from the divine. Okay, he guides us in ways in which we need to be on the straight and narrow. I don't know about that other path, but you can get lost on that path, but they always try to send somebody to help you back over to the right side. But it's up to you, to follow the path. But this addict here, he ain't gonna follow the path. He gonna follow what his addictive personality tells him. Lust, temptation, perversion, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever the case may be, that's what they're going to follow. Okay, so in this energy on the bulletin, we have these two men on the throne here. They have these two men with the chain here. They're all dressed in all black, like the omen, saying this is for my homie. So there could be a death to somebody here in this energy. They dressed in all black like the omen, and saying this is for my homie. Now you know me, right? So this is now you know me. Or maybe now you don't know me, because now I done changed. I got addictive personality. I don't know who I am when I get under the influence. I don't know who I am. I'm tied to my toxic addictiveness here with Lady de la Mortes. They're going to put a death to you with Lady de la Mortes, because that's the lady of the dead. I love that. I don't know why I like this name, Lady de la Mortes. I might not be saying it correctly either. But Lady de la Muerte is the lady of the dead. Okay, she's talking about acceptance and equality. You know, quality and insurance purposes. Okay, they might be monitoring for quality and insurance purposes, so that you don't go to your death. That's why the divine is here. That's why the guides is here, so that you don't go to your demise. That you don't, stray off the beaten path. That's why they here. That's what they say. Okay, that's what they said. I don't know. I mean, I'm just here as a messenger, and that's what I do. I messaged out what they telling me. This is a gamble. This is a risk taker here. A risk taker is in the energy. He says that he's willingness to follow intuition, even when others doubt you. So this is what you need to do. You need to, follow your own willingness. Your intuition might guide you in the right direction, even when you doubt yourself. But the saboteurs out here, self-doubt, the saboteurs here, okay? Saboteurs talking about highlight your fears of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. What changes will it bring to your life if you go with this person here, with this spark? This might be a new relationship. This might be somebody who's just starting this relationship. You could just be starting out in business and finances as an entrepreneur. You would also feel tied to this situation early on in this situation. Chained to it. You invested so much money here and you can't get your money back. You might want to start a candle business and it just became overwhelming. Soap business, it just became overwhelming. You just wanted to make bead work and it just became overwhelming. You wanted to do a lash business, but it just became overwhelming. You wanted to have a waist training business, but it just became overwhelming. Okay, it's just something that came overwhelming along with your regular life and trying to have a life and trying to work 6 days a week or 7 or 8 days a week, whatever the case may be. And saying that you're struggling through it because of you need rescue. Maybe you ran out of money here. You was addicted at first. You was on the hype of it. You was on the high of it. And then the guy came in and said, well, listen, you gonna blow this thing if you don't, you're gonna become overworked here with Lady de la Muertes. You're gonna become overworked here. All work and no play leads for a dull life, right? Is that what they say? And then somebody might have went in this business, which you might have had a person here in this energy that was helping you, and now they have abandoned the situation, or you end up having to abandon the whole thing. Okay, but we're gonna get to it. Something sabotages this. Somebody could be sending a negative juju your way. Okay, negative juju your way. We also have temperance. You trying to balance this toxicness though. You trying to balance it with the rescue. You trying to balance with temperance. You trying to pour one toxic thing to the next. It's here. Even though it might be sex, love, drugs, and rock and roll, with your bondage outfit on, with your fishnets on and all that stuff, bearing your breasts and all, under the rescue, that's what you need help with. Trying to balance all this toxic stuff. You're trying to balance it out. But the wheel is here, the wheel of fortune here, the wheel of the year, how you willed in this year, how is in a year's time, what this business going to look like under this addict, under this being addicted. Could mean many different things under this addiction, okay? Anything. Okay? You could have been addicted to this job at first, but then it became something that made you feel like it was the death of you, it was too much. Maybe you started cooking dinners and started selling them and it just became too much. Something that came too much. Lady de la Muertes. She is the lady of death. So it's something that became too much. Okay, something that became too much. And then we have the high priestess here of all knowing. She knows and she has a gut feeling about the situation before it happens. This is the commitment here. This is the guide. I'm being guided here with this energy, and she does know that she's being guided here. Places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So imparting. So even though I know that if I follow this path, I know if I do stay diligent, everything will work itself out. But I'm burnt out. I'm having a hard time financially, record keeping. Maybe you need some assistant to help you with this. But every assistant that you've gotten in this situation, it didn't work out. But It's here to tell you, or maybe other relationship that you've been in this energy, y'all went in on the sexual relationships with the balance. You came in, you know, that person felt like you was somebody that they could lean on with the balance here. You seem stable to them, but they liked it to party here, and then they liked it to judge or not tell the truth or make secrets or know the knowledge but not go by the knowledge. But with them having addictions here in this world, it was whatever it could, with the wheel here, it could go either way or up or down, in or out, round and round like a hamster wheel if you want to go. It could just be completing a set again and ask to use itself. So this going to use this to tell you something. Use the divine to help you guide yourself. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your small, still voice when you're meditating in your energy as well. Keeping your vibration high. Get rid of naysayers and doubters that don't go with what your idea of your destiny and goal is, okay? As well as we have the again and after. So we are repeating cycles in this energy, okay? Remember, this is breast cancer awareness. So get those, you know, massages, check it out. If you haven't been to the doctor, get the doctor check you out, whatever the case may be. So let's talk about it here under the gambler. Who's taking a gamble in this energy? Who's taking a gamble? The judge is in here. So there might be some court proceedings coming in. Somebody also might have to go to court. Maybe you did somebody's hair and their hair fell out as a business entrepreneur. So you was tied to this job. You probably did somebody's hair on a tired day and put the wrong chemical in their hair. And they got a chemical burn. Now you got to be judged by a judge here with the judgment judge here. Okay. Offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority here and under the judge here. Okay, somebody's going to judge you here. Somebody might have took something that didn't belong to them in this energy. Okay, stole from the job, some type of thing. Something stole from an estate, stole from an inheritance, stole from somebody that is not a family member, but they claim to be a family member. So they might have stole from you. Okay, they might have just stole from you because they felt they was entitled. And they ain't even part of your family. Okay? They might be stolen just because they wanted to. But guess what? With fondness here, with the fondness of what you thought you was going to do with the wrist here, it was some fondness here under the Ace of Cups here. You thought your cup was going to run over here with the fondness under the gamble. I was going to take a risk. It's the fondness of it. Okay? Take the fondness of it and get what I could get out of it. Chunk it or lump it type of thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to chunk it or lump it. All right, here they talk about over here under the saboteur. This is what satisfied them. Being able to sabotage anything, your growth, your business, your journey ahead, your future. They thought if they got rid of all of this stuff, you wouldn't, or you lose your business in some type of way, shape, or form. In this energy of the satisfied, it satisfies this saboteur here. To induce self-destructive behaviors or the desire to undermine others. That's exactly what we're talking about here. And this is a repose. This is a repositioning yourself under this temperance. We're going to reposition ourselves. We're going to adjust our hat. Here, we're going to adjust our crowns, and we're going to keep pushing. That's what we're going to have to do. Because, you know, we're going to be victorious. What's for you cannot be taken by anyone else, okay? What is for you, okay? Serenity, okay? Your happiness. Serenity. This is the pussycat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We was worried about it, but we ain't worried no more. Serenity. This is our emperor. We in our masculine energy here under the wheel of fortune here. This is the spark here. This is a spark of a new idea, a new creation, a new happiness, a new joy, a new perspective here. Okay, under abruption. This is abruptly going to happen. Okay, under the decadence. How decadence something is. Okay, abruption is what they're calling it. Okay, and rivalry. You might have to go through a little bit of a fight though. You might have to put up a little fight. Might have to show your teeth a little bit. Might have to growl a little bit. But at the same time, At the same time, you will be victorious in the future in this energy under the commitment, under the high priestess, knowing of all knowing, as well as what was that? I'm sorry, y'all. Under the guide. So that's guide. So you're being guided by the divine. The universe is definitely helping you here. And with these two fellas here, that's why I was telling me about my masculine energy here under this spark here. So a new masculine, or somebody's male, somebody's father, somebody's mother, also somebody's brother or father in this energy. Okay. Somebody's uncle or nephew in this energy. Might be trying to sabotage your business. Okay? Two men. I got friend zone here. These two might be friend zone here. I hate his guts might be here. Let's see, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. And this is also why so serious here. They also, why so serious? Why is the situation so serious? Why? Because of a rival. Some rivals here. Some kind of conflict is going to be here. Let's see where the conflict going to come in at. I'm going to put this back, y'all. And then I'm going to talk to Onward. Onward, I'm going to see what they talk about their position. What position in the repos are they talking about here? It says you are worthy of every. No, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. This is under the ace, though. This is my ace coon, right? You are worthy of someone more than I can give right now. Not only are you worthy of somebody that could give you more right now, you are worthy of being an entrepreneur. You are worthy of your future. You are worthy of your inheritance. You are worthy of everything that is for you. You are worthy of it. Okay, not only in just a relationship, because it could fit in many paradigms. Under the Emperor, under the Serenity. Okay, this is I'm running because I can't face my own effing mess. Somebody's leaving because of this spark. I'm an addict. I got things I can't face. I make a mess. I get tore up from the flow up and I can't even know. I get blackouts. I'm hungover. You know, I live my life on the edge. I live my life on party. And, you know, sometimes I just can't pull it together because now I can't face my effing mess. Okay? Okay, let's talk about it here. I'm going through dark night of the soul. It's all hitting me hard. This is awakening here. This is all abruption. This is what I'm saying you are. Ace here, ace here. Ace in the commitment. You was committed to doing whatever you did. And if you do the crime, guess what? You have to do the time. You got to be the stand-up person that you was. You got to be a sworn to your own oath in the energy. But nagging. It might nag you. It might make you feel some type of way. But at the same time, you are being stand up. And a lot of people don't want to stand up to their mistakes that they've done. But at the same time, sometimes it's forced upon you. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. But guess what you can teach a dog? You can teach an old dog a lesson. How about that? How about that? Might not teach him the old dog new tricks, but we might could teach him a new lesson. How about that? I'm going through Dark Night of the Soul. And it's all hitting me hard right now. So at the end of the deck, it says there is just so much unresolved stuff between us. And this needs to be cleared first. Absolutely. It needs to be cleared before y'all can have a relationship, before y'all could talk, before y'all could, you know, clear the smoke or, you know, make things right between y'all. I want to see what the hazards is here. Let me talk about here why you unworthy here. And you're worthy of someone more than I could give right now. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is talking about that stabbed in the back. But guess what? Your intestines are all out right now. And it's just not good for you. You are versatile to your own entrails right now. You know what I mean? Like, these are your entrails coming out. Okay, that's your entrails, your legs missing, your hand, your guts, and they just taking pieces off of you. You wasn't bit by these vampires, so this is people sucking your energy. People got their hand in your business, in your situation. They was tearing pieces off of you, bit by bit, lowering your frequency, lowering your positiveness, and putting negative in place of it. But I'm here to tell you that we're gonna put a death to that here with the death. I am running because I can't face my own effing mess. But we're going to put a death to that, to a new rebirth here under the spark. And this is the target here. That you were their target here. Under this spinning target here, under the wheel of fortune. You were their target here. And they did have your head in their hand. Okay, even though you was a little cutie pie, they did have your hand in your head. And they had motives for you in this energy. They had motives for you, and they was hoping that you would go to your demise quicker than you did. 35-35. Okay, and they thought you was gonna go to your demise. They have envy, love, hate, anguish, satisfaction, sadness, hunger, and fear. So they was hungry for whatever you had. Your money, your stability, your happiness, your joy, your peace, your humbleness. Everything, they was after it. This is your head in their hand. In the zombie's hand though. Okay? They was patting you like a little, patting you on the head like good doggy. Psst, sit. They had you all controlled up here. They had you chained here under the hazards. These are all toxic things. Toxic. Hazard. Queen of hazards. Which is your it is your, excuse me guys. Your pentacles, okay? That's about your money. Where am I, y'all? Oh, look at this. It's cautioning you, though. Oh, the little card bell. I was like, where did the little thing go? She got her necktie. She can't even got no arms to move. But yeah, and still, you might be a amputee. Somebody might get their arms cut or their legs cut. But she got her 2 legs. But this is talk about your arms. So you might get your arms cut here. In this energy, you might feel like you're incapacitated here in this energy. Somebody might be used to walking, but in several days you might not have your arm because of some type of gangrene, some type of infection, some type of staph, some type of something happened here, MRSA, some type of infection happened to your hand here. It's showing me that somebody might lose their hand in this energy here as well. But also this person lost their leg, so it's also might be diabetic. Somebody's telling me a diabetic might lose their leg here under the king of hazards. Here it's just 2 hazards, a king and a queen. So you know, watch for that sugar, y'all. Watch for that diabetic sugar. Cut back your sugar intake if that is you. Okay. Get low sugar to no sugar. We got the 3 of swords here. It's that heartbreak. Let's talk about it here under the 10 of swords, under the 4 of swords, under the repose in this energy, under the ace and the temperance. Okay. High priestess is back out here. She got her scroll. She know what she talking about. She know exactly what she's telling you. She knows what's going on in this energy. She knows exactly, okay? This reading might be all over the place. Yeah, it's going to be victory here, though. It's going to be some victory here, but it might take you to your death. Like I told you, you might be overtired, overspent, overexhausted in this energy, but you will have victory in it with the reef atop of this car here. Even though you might lose your car with him having his chariot here, and he was chained to his job and his ambition and all of those different things, you still will have victory. Him, her, he, she, man, woman, vice versa. Okay, that's what it's talking about, the star. So the star is still that hope, still that wish here. Okay, even though you one foot in land, 1 foot in the ethers, you still have options, even if it takes you to your death. with 1 foot in the ethers, 1 foot on land, but at the same time, it's suction with this octopus here. It suctions to you. These things, meaning like it gravitates to you. It's almost like you're a magnet for it here, with the bullseye here, with the target here, okay? And then this is what it's got here. Somebody also is wearing a mask here, and behind your back, they're celebrating in the belly of the beast. But before you know it, it's going to be a tower moment for that person that's very toxic and addicted to many different substances. They could take them bumps, take them cracks. You say you cracked the window? What's that crack in the yak? Okay. Is that a crack in the floor? Oh, they searching your floor for those cracks. But, it ain't none on your floor, though. But it's a tower moment here. I don't know if you ever met a real true addict before. But, they have very peculiar behaviors once they're under the influence. And I know a lot of us have those types of folks in our families. Okay? And they take them flights on us. You know what I mean? But the come down ain't as good as we thought they were going to be. They thought they could handle it. So tell me under the fourth supernatural what's going on here. Under the emperor, under the serenity here. They said here it is the 2 of Pentacles. Juggling still. I'm still juggling this situation. Under findingness. She said this is the Hierophant here. I know some things ain't right. I know I did some things wrong. Under taking risk and being a gambler here. But under the Knight, under the King of Blades, under the King of Swords, I'm going to speak up and speak my truth here under these hazards here. I will represent my three of Swords. 3 of Swords came out already. 3 of Swords already was out here. Okay? Lovers. And this is about the lovers. Here it is. Here you are with your lover. Okay? Here it is with the lover. So it is about a lover situation, but also business. So y'all might be in business together. Pleasure. This is the pleasures y'all seek. You know what I mean? But it might be bondage. It might be toxic. It might be toxic to each other. It might be codependent on each other. It might be a lot of different things under the Wayne and Gibbons, under the number 2. Okay. Also, somebody's beautiful here. This is going to be a beautiful spark to something new. Okay, beautiful spark. They got that victory there. And somebody also might be resisting for a little bit. They might resist the change, but guess what? Change is inevitable here in the energy, under the star. And also, they're going to take action with the action here card here, under the wax and gibbous. Okay, under the wax and gibbous. I'm going to get you a little bit more, and I'm going to say, we're going to catch each other later on the fineness. This is for today, for tomorrow. So this person was planning for their own success today, for tomorrow. So if they were stealing, they've been stealing for a little bit, or they stole it all for their tomorrow. Not for your tomorrow, for their tomorrow. Okay? Under the King of Blades, under the King of Hazards, and the Queen of Hazards. Okay? Under Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a slow-moving person in the energy. He's slow moving with, and it might be urgent, but he's slow moving. It could be as urgent as you want it to be. Okay, it might be as urgent as you want it to be, but guess what? He ain't gonna move no faster than he want to move here. Under the, I'm hiding you're hiding your true self. So this person is hiding their true self here under the King of Blades, hiding his true self, and this is addicted. I told you, addicted was here under this Emperor. They are still addicted. Addicted to what, like I said, perversion, fetishes, bondage, all types of lust and temptation, drugs, sex, rock and roll. You know, I might do it for maintenance. I might do it for the pleasure of it. I might do it just because, like, I want to do it, okay? Just because I can, okay? Because I can, bitch. Okay? Because I can. Tell me about the pleasures. Pleasure say, I spend a lot of time alone in my car thinking about you. They still in their car thinking about you. And when they came in the energy, they was in their car, chained to their job, chained to their situation. So while they at work, they still thinking about you. Okay? I'm always thinking about you here. They still thinking about you under how beautiful you are, under the Queen. Here she is. But there is a 10 here talking about it's a completion or a new beginning. Okay? Might be thinking about somebody else, you or somebody else. Don't get it. Hurting you made me feel broken inside, under the resistance. So now it could be a man or a woman that's feeling this now, but they won't tell you that they feeling broken inside for doing this to you, because now it might be facing them with law. It might be facing them with jail time. It also, even if they is old person, even if it's an old family member, and you know, jail ain't, and they ain't never been there, but guess what? Whatever they did to you now, they feeling bad that they did it, and they didn't communicate with you like they should have, with the aces here, with the swords here in the energy. So they wish they had to talk to you before it got to this point, but now it says things that you can't get into. So right now it's too late for them to get into anything with you right now over it, because you're gonna get through all of this, whatever it was. You're not gonna become Lady de la Mortes, because you're not gonna let them make you overworked and overthought thinking and going insane for something. You're gonna let the divine help you. If divine's gonna help you, and whatever projection they was putting on you with projection here, that you gonna walk away from them and kiss them goodbye. Kiss all over. You gonna say you kiss them goodbye. You know, whatever happened to you, right? And take a leap of faith. You're going to take a leap of faith and let them go ahead on whatever journey they got to go on, and let the divine take care of it. And if you are liking the using the tell, the again and after, things that you can't get into, may you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. Along with, if you would like to get your own personal reading with me, I'm Miss ShineLight7TV at gmail.com. Namaste. Now must go.